Namaste, friends. This is your monthly New Moon Intentions Report. I'm Jenny D. I'm an author, consultant, and New Moon astrologer. This month's video, we'll be talking about Pisces the Dreamer. I'll be going through the universal energies, the common blocks of manifestation, and some questions you might want to ask yourself while you're setting your intentions. First, let me review the universal energy of Pisces. Pisces is a loving and compassionate energy. It enhances our connection to others, but most importantly, our connection to ourselves. Beyond the physical, it is our spiritual connection. It's to our inner guidance system, to our intuition, to whatever higher power we speak to and believe in, whether it's God, the universe, higher self, whatever that connection is for you, your connection to it is heightened to the point where you could be receiving messages daily. It's where our dreams become certain, like a messenger straight from the universe. You might be experiencing very weird dreams right now. I know I am. So it's that energy that's subconscious trying to communicate with you. It's also karmic, and our past is coming back, not necessarily to haunt us, to show us how we've grown, to show us where we can still grow. And so we're feeling this sense of a spiritual cleanup, as it were. It's the end of the astrological year. We're getting ready for a new one when we go into Aries. But right now, it's more about surrendering, letting go, clearing the air, and mostly with yourself, not necessarily with others, though that's part of it. You can do that, but it's more of a sense of internal. It's a very personal energy that we're feeling right now because it's us and our own connection. So those are some of the universal energies that you might be feeling this month's new moon. So as you're considering these energies, before you set any intentions, you wanted to journal or meditate or reflect on some of these. What part of the past am I ready to let go of? Am I awake to the messages coming in? Am I in touch with my inner guidance? As you set your intentions and your manifestations, not many people realize that there's some general blocks you may experience in that vibration. So as much as we have the universal energy that's uplifting us and supporting us, we also have that dynamic of what could be blocking us. So in Pisces, I'm going to take you through 4 common blocks that you may experience that could hinder your ability to manifest or set intentions as quickly as you would like. So in Pisces, one of them is a lack of focus and direction. Pisces is very chill, it's very relaxed, it's even a little scatterbrained, and that's where the lack of focus comes in. And not to go all Virgo on it, but you kind of want to pull in the opposite Virgo tendencies of it, where you may have all these creative ideas and intuitive hits coming to you and you're channeling this and that. But if you're not taking them and journaling them, meditating on them, recording them, seeing how they're going to unfold into your future, you kind of lose them. And then you lose the whole point of that openness to begin with. So it's important that you take a lack of focus and focus it gently. Now, I'm not saying go full on into an action plan. That's not what it's about, but you don't want these brilliant messages coming through to get lost. So jot them down, see how they fit in, determine where you can go with them. That's part of the creative process, is taking that information and then moving forward with what you can do with it. Now, a second block is procrastination and resistance. And it's so easy to confuse the two. Actually, it's confusing when you consider procrastination versus the need to rest. Because in the Pisces energy, you kind of feel like it's an ending. You want to rest a little bit. You don't want to be on the go. It's not a push, push, push energy. But at the same time, what can happen is that you fall into this procrastination. I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. When it happens, it happens. I'm totally surrendered, which is great in some aspects. But is it really that you just want to rest? or are you resisting? And there's where the key is. Are you not proceeding? Are you procrastinating because of a fear? Are you scared of failing, scared of success? Like, what is it that's resisting you from taking action today? Now, if it's genuinely, I need to rest, I'm tired, self-care, always number one. But if it's more like, oh, I don't want to do it, then look into that a little deeper. Why are you resisting? Why are you procrastinating? Because that blocks your energy from taking next guided step forward. So take a look at what you are holding back from. Another block in the Pisces energy is addictive behaviors and escapism. We all have our vices. When we are emotionally triggered, we turn to something that's comforting. And in the energy of Pisces, we tend to go a little bit beyond what we normally might be. We're very indulgent. We just love the pleasure. Or if we're in pain, we feel it so intensely that we want to escape from it. So we want to be aware of some of our patterns and tendencies. And this is where, karma in the past come in. We want to be aware of what we do that actually is not so much of an emotional medicine to us, but it's what it actually does is create self-sabotage. So back in our minds, back subconsciously, it's not just, I want to ease the pain. It's, I don't think I'm good enough to go forward. So I'm going to self-sabotage. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to block it. So that subconscious energy is put to work during this time too, more than ever. So if you find yourself triggered or in any way, whether it's emotionally somebody hurts you or something happens that you just had the last straw or you're scared to move forward, instead of turning to that normal vice, you would take a moment, meditate, center, think about something else you can do in its place. Instead of going to that habit, what alternative could you take that would be soothing, but also life affirming? So this is where we want to be careful of escapism in Pisces. And the final block I want to talk about is ignoring incoming messages. Like I said, this is a time of heightened intuition. You are getting messages left and right, whether you realize it or not. And some of us might tend to be like, oh, look how cute, 444, I keep seeing that. Or why do I keep seeing crows or the color orange? Or I keep hearing this song over and over. But the universe or your higher power is, or yourself is trying to get in touch with you. They're trying to give you a message and you're not listening. So you're going to hear the repeats. So not that you have to obsessively go look everything up, everything time, but sit with it. Oh, I wonder why I keep seeing those numbers repeated. What could they mean? What are they trying to tell me? What's happening when I see those numbers? Is there like a pattern? Did I just get in a fight with someone and then see these numbers? Or did I just have a self-doubt and then a crow appears? So what is it that's going on as these little symbols come through? Take note of your dreams. They're crazy, but there's some underlying wisdom that's trying to get through to you. So this time of year, don't push off the little things that you're really trying to be reached. Your soul is trying to grow and expand. So expand with it. Take notice. Try to absorb the messages. And you don't have to go to anybody else. I mean, you can share with groups and see what people think, but ultimately the message is for you and only you can interpret it. So listen, observe, notice, and see where the universe is trying to take you. All right, now we're up to the final part of our new moon intentions. This is your personal intention setting. You've understood the universal energies. You figure out the common blocks. Now, as you go to sit down and manifest, cast, set intentions, whatever you want to call it this month for the new moon, you want to ask yourself a couple of questions as you're doing so. One of them, what do I want to manifest? Am I clear about what I want? Am I focused enough to go after it? Can I intuitively feel this is for my higher good and that of others? Are there any self-sabotaging behaviors getting in my way? What messages are trying to come into me? So that wraps up this new moon intentions report for Pisces the Dreamer. I wish you happy manifesting, and I'll see you next month for Aries. I'm Jenny D. You can find me at www.jennydauthor.com/videos/new moon intentions. I'll be posting monthly videos there. I also do written customized new moon reports. You can check me out and order a report from me on my website. I'll put the links below the video as well. You can also subscribe to my newsletter where you'll receive the monthly release of my videos and some tips and tricks on how to get through the new moon. Thank you for joining, and I will see you next month.